Hi friends, this is Nagaraj. Welcome to EFTT channel. So today's session we will discuss about computer science question paper 2022. That's KE assistant professor post. So already we discussed 50 questions in our previous video. If you want, kindly go through my previous video. It's related to part 1. It covers 50 questions. So today's session we will cover 50 more questions with related to KEA assistant professor post a computer science question paper. So first question, which register is used as a working area in CPU? So option A, accumulator, option B, instruction register, option C, program counter, option D, stock pointer. Right answer is option A, accumulator. So second question, an instruction cycle refers to option A, fetching, decoding, and executing an instruction. Option B, reading and executing an instruction. Option C, fetching an instruction. Option D, executing an instruction. So right answer is option A, fetching, decoding, and executing an instruction. So we move to the next question. Third one. In a memory mapped IO system, which of the following will not be there? So option A, add, option B, out, option C, LDA, option D, in. So right answer is option C, LDA, load accumulator. Fourth one, the DMA read operation transfers data from option A, memory to CPU register, option B, an IO devices to CPU register, option C, memory to IO devices, option D, an IO device to the memory. So right answer is option D, an IO devices to the memory. So fifth one, consider a typical disk that rotates at 180 RPM. What is the average rotational delay? So option A, 0.16 second, option B, 0.2 seconds, option C, 0.32 second, option D, 0.4 second. So right option is option B, 0.2 seconds. Move to the sixth one. Consider the following statement with respect to shared memory and message passing interprocessor communication. S1, message passing is useful for exchanging a large amount of data because no conflicts needed to be avoided. S2, shared memory can be faster than the message passing since the message passing systems are typically implemented using a system calls. Option A, both S1 and S2 are false. Option B, both S1 and S2 are true. Option C, S1 is true and S2 is false. Option D, S1 is false and S2 is true. Right option is option D, S1 is false and S2 is true. So seventh one, what are the elements passed in the array of the following C code? So int array of 5. So we initialize only one element 5. So what is the expected output? Option A, option B, option C, and option D is there. So option A, 5 comma remaining 4 elements are the garbage values. Option B, only 4 elements they mentioned, all the values are garbage values. Option C, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Option D, 5, 0, 0, 0, 5. Right option is option A, 5 followed by remaining 4 place, it's a garbage value. So option A is the right answer. Eighth one, static variable means option A, it retains its value throughout the file of the program. Option B, it is initialized once at the commencement of execution and cannot be changed at runtime. Option C, it is same as an atomic variable, but is placed at the head of the program. Option D, it cannot be initialized. So right option is it retains its value throughout the file of the program or throughout the life of the program. So option A is the right answer. So next one, ninth question. Which of the following is not correct for virtual function in C++? Option A, virtual function is defined in base class. Option B, must be declared in public section of the class. Option C, a virtual function can be static. Option D, a virtual function should be accessed using pointer. So right option is option C, virtual function can be static. It's not a correct for virtual function in C++. 10th one, in C++, destructor has a same name as the constructor and it is preceded by option A, the symbols they given. Here the right option is, it's an option A is the right answer. So we'll move to the next one, 11th one. So consider the following declaration of a two-dimensional array in C. So they give one. So it's a 2D array with the size character A of 10, 10. Nothing but 10 rows are there and 10 columns are, 100 rows are there and 100 columns are there. Assume that the main memory is byte addressable and that array is stored starting from memory address, the address of an 40, 50. As here the memory address is missing. So starting from memory address, here they not given the value. So if you assume a 0 value for starting address, so if option A is a 5040, option B 5050, option C 4040, and option D 4050. The right answer is option D 4050. So here the address is missing. So hope you may get the grace marks. So move to the 12th question. The C preprocessors are specified with dash symbol. So here ABCD 4 option they given. Option C is the right answer. Option hash is the right answer. So we'll move to the 13th question. Choose the incorrect statement from the following about the basic ray tracing techniques using in image synthesis. So option A, in this technique, viewing transformations are not applied to the sense prior to rendering. So option B, in this technique, rays are cast from the light source to the object in the sense. Option C, in this technique, rays are cast from the eyes point through every pixel on the screen. Option D, this technique removes hidden surfaces. So right option is option B. In this techniques, rays are cast from the light source to the object in the scene. So option B is the right answer. So here option D. So here they given as an homogeneous 2D matrix transform they given. So figure A. So how it's translated to figure B. So what is the they given as an 2D matrix. So A, B, C, D they given as an matrix. Which matrix is the right answer? So for this question, right answer is D. 0, -2, 6, 1, 0, 1, 001. Option D is the right option or right answer. So 15th question, the name of question mark operator as option A, ternary operator, option B, binary operator, option C, scope resolution operator, option D, conditional operator. So right option is option A, ternary operator. So next one, we'll move to the 16th. Which of the following operators is used to allocate the memory to array variable in Java? Option A, new. Option B, new malloc. Option C, alloc. Option D, malloc. So here, right option is option A, new. To the 17th one. So which of the following is a fundamental operation in the relational algebra? Operation option A, Cartesian product, option B, intersection, option C, natural join, option D, division. So right answer is option A, Cartesian product. We'll move to the 18th one. So relation R with an associated set of functional dependencies F is decomposed into BCNF. The redundancy in the result set of relation is dash. Option A, proportional to the size of F plus. Option B, indeterminate. Option C, no redundancy. Option D, more than 0 but less than that of an equivalent 3NF decomposition. So right answer is option C, no redundancy. Option C is the right answer. So we'll move to the next one, 19th question. In second normal form, so option A, no partial functional dependencies exist. Option B, no partial multi-value dependencies exists. Option C, no functional dependencies exists. Option D, no multi-value dependencies exist. So right answer is option A, no partial functional dependencies are exist. So we move to the 20th question. Dash is responsible for using that the database remains in an consistent state despite system failure. So option A, concurrency control manager. Option B, database administrator. Option C, storage manager. Option D, a transaction manager. So here option D is the right answer. So transaction manager is responsible for using the database. It always needs to keep as an consistent. Move to 21st question. Which of the following is an example of approximated spline? So option A, beta splaining. Option B, Hermite-Smalling. Option C, B-spline. Option D, B0-spline. Option C is the right answer, B-spline. So we move to the 22nd question. In an entity relationship model, suppose R is a many-to-many relationship from entity set E1 to entity set E2. Assume that E1 and E2 participate totally in R and that the cardinality of E1 is greater than the cardinality of E2. Which one of the following is true about R? So option A, every entity in E2 is associated with exactly one entity in E1. So every entity in E2, option B, every entity in E2 is associated with at most one entity in E. Option C, every entity in E1 is associated with exactly one entity in E2. So option D, some entity in E1 is associated with more than one entity in E2. So for this, right answer is option C. Every entity in E1 is associated with exactly one entity in E2. So option C is the right answer. So we move to 23rd. Which level of locking provides the highest degree of concurrency in a relational database? Option A, row level. Option B, column level. Option C, page. Option D, table. So right answer is option A, row. At the row level, so it's always provides the highest degree of concurrency in a relational database. So we move to 24th question. How to select the data from student table starting with the name of student with letter S. I need to select the student whose name is starting with a S letter. Option A, select star from student where S name like mod S. Select star from student where S name like hyphen S mod. Select star from student. Option C, select star from student where S name like S mod. Option D, selects from student where S name like mod S star. So always here option C is the right answer. So starting with the S letter followed by any letters. So any letters is replaced with a mod operator. So obviously option C is the right answer. So 25th question. Which of the following refers to data mining? Option A, regression analysis. Option B, parallel processing in database. Option C, knowledge discovery in database. Option D, data warehousing. So right option is C, knowledge discovery in database. That is what you can call data mining. So we'll move to the 26th question. In support vector machine, the dimension of the hyperline depends on option A, the number of target variable. Option B, the number of classes. Option C, the number of features. Option D, the number of sample. So right answer is option C, the number of features. So move to 27. Which of the following is an NoSQL database type? So option A, document database. Option B, relational database. Option C, SQL. Option D, JSON. So right option is option A, document database is an NoSQL database type. So option A is the right answer. So move to 28. So which one of the following statement about normal forms is false? So option A, lossless, dependency preserving decomposition into BCNF is always possible. Option B, any relation with two attributes is BCNF. Option C, BCNF is stricter than 3NF. Option D, lossless dependency preserving decomposition into 3NF is always possible. See, option B and option C and option D, so it's always a true. So obviously, right option is option A, lossless decom dependent dependency preserving decomposition into BCNF is always possible. Actually, it's not possible. It's a false statement. Option A is the right answer. So 29, in SQL, testing whether a subquery is empty done using option A, null. Option B, exist. Option C, distinct. Option D, unique. Right answer is option A, null. So move to the 30th question. Suppose a digitalized voice channel is made by digitalizing 6 kilohertz bandwidth analog voice signal. It is required to sample the signal at twice the highest frequency. What is the bit rate required if it is assumed that each sample requires 8 bits? Option A is 180 kilobits per second. Option B 256 kilobits per second. Option C 64 kilobits per second. Option D 96 kilobits per second. So here, so very simple, 6 into 2 into 8, it's option A is the right answer. Option A 128. 8 into 2 because the twice the highest frequency, 8 into 2, so it's nothing but a 16. 16 into 6, it's a 128. So right option is, right answer is option A 128 kilobits per second. We'll move to the next question. So 31. Here the past numbers for each of the following activity. So it's related to assembler passes. First one, object code generation. Second one, literals added to literals table. Third one, listing printed. Fourth one, address resolution of local symbols. So here option A 2 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2. Option B 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. Option C 1 comma 2 comma 1 comma 2. Option D 2 comma 1 comma 2 comma 1. So right answer is option D 2 comma 1 comma 2 comma 1. So here, so obviously object code generation, it's a 2 pass. So literals added to a literal table, it's a 1 pass. Listing period, it's in 2 pass. Address resolution of local symbol, it's in 1 pass. Obviously option D 2 comma 1 comma 2 comma 1 is the right answer. So we'll move to the next question. 32. So in a given distributed transaction, queries are issued at one or more nodes provided they are. So it's a distributed transactions. Okay. So here option A, they'll provide as in fully read and write. Option B, partially read write. Option C, fully read only. Option D, partially read only. So right answer is option D, partially read only. So 33 question. Considered 6 memory partitions of size 200, 400, 600, 500, 300 and 250 kilobytes, where KB refers, it's a kilobytes. These partitions needed to be allotted to 4 processors of size 357 KB, 210 KB, 468 KB and 491 KB in that order. If the best fit algorithm is used, which partitions are not allowed to any process? So they given option A 250 KB and 300 KB, 300 KB and 400 KB, 200 KB and 300 KB, 200 KB and 250 KB. So here right answer is option C 200 KB and 300 KB. 34th question. A system has 6 identical resources and n processes competing for them. Okay, each process can request at most t resources, nothing but two resources? Which one of the following values of n could lead to deadlock? Here we have 6 identical resources. We have n processes competing for them. Here for each process it will occupy 2 resources, means if we having the 3 processes, we don't have any issue with related to deadlock. If more than 3 means, if the 4 process will come into picture, means on that time only the deadlock will appear. So that's why here option A they given is 3, option B they given 4, option C 1, and option D they given as in 2. So right answer is option B 4. If 4 process will always leads to deadlock. 35 question. Expand DSM. Option A, demoralized system memory. Option B, distributed shared memory. Option C, direct system module. Option D, direct system memory. So right option is option B, a distributed shared memory. So 36th question. In software testing, how to error, fault, and failures are related to each other? Option A, error leads to fault and fault leads to failure. Option B, fault leads to error and error leads to failure. So option C, error leads to failure, but fault is not related to error and failure. Option D, fault leads to failure, but error is not related to fault and failure. So right option is option A, error leads to fault and fault leads to failure. So 37th question. So 4 jobs to be executed on a single processor system arrive at time 0 in the order A, B, C, D. Their burst CPU time requirements are 4, 1, 8, 1 time units respectively. The completion time of A under round robin scheduling with time slice of 1 time unit is. So option A 8, option B 9, option C 10, and option D 4. So right option is option B 9. 38th question. Here they given the proposition. So option A, it's tautology or not, we need to just identify. Option B, contradiction. Option C, absurdity. Option D, contingency. So right option is the given, the preposition is contingency. Option D is the right answer. So 39. So the given simple LR, canonical LR, and look ahead LR. Which of the following pairs identifying the method that is very easy to implement and the method that is the most powerful in that order? Option A, SLR, canonical LR. Option B, LALR, canonical LR. Option C, SLR, LALR. Option D, canonical LR, LALR. So right answer is option A, SLR, canonical LR. So we move to 40th question. So how many number of transactions could be needed to design a DFA which accepts a given strings for all the occurrence of 0, 1, 1, 0 dash? Option A 9, option B 12, option C 4, option D 7. So right answer is option C 4. So we'll move to the 41 question. So 41st. So here to check whether a given integer is odd or even, which among the following bitwise operator is not applicable? Option A, XOR bitwise operator. Option B, bit complement operator. Option C, AND bitwise operator. Option D, or bitwise operator. So right answer is a bit complement operator is the right answer. 42 question. Assume that a program will experience 100 failures in initial infinite time. It has no experienced 50 failures. The initial failure intensity was 20 failures per CPU hour. Then the current failure intensity will be option A 20 failures per CPU hour, option B 40 failures per CPU hour, option C 5 failures per CPU hour, option D 10 failures per CPU hour. So right option is 10 failures per CPU hours. So we move to 43rd question. 43. So which of the following is a proposed means of testing the intelligence of a machine? Option A, option B, option C, and option C they given tuning test. Option B is a timing test. Option C is a tuning test. Option D is the turning test. So right answer is option C, Turing test. 44. The field that investigates the machines of human intelligence is option A, sociology, option B, learning, option C, psychology, option D, cognitive science. So right answer is option D, cognitive science. 45th question. So which of the following are the facts about the top-down software testing approach? 1. Top-down testing typically requires the tester to build a method stub. Second option, a top-down testing typically requires the tester to build the test drives. So option A, both 1 and 2 are true. Option B, either 1 nor 2 is true. Option C, only 1 is true. And option D, only second one is true. So right answer is option C. So this is my previous video. So we mentioned as an option A is the right answer, but it's not correct. Option C is the right answer. Only the first statement is true. So now in this video, I am clarifying that particular thing. It's not an option A, it's an option C. So we'll move to the next one. So 46th question. The 4 primary security principles related to a message are option A, option B, option C, and option D. So last video, nothing but previous video, we selected as an option B, but it's not correct. So option C is the right answer for this question. Option C, confidentiality, authentication, integrity, and non-repudiation is the 4 principles or primary security principles. It's related to a message. So that's why option C is the right answer. So 47 question. Which is not a game coloring application? So option A, Sudoku. Option B, 8-queen quiz. Option C, register allocation. Option D, mobile radio frequency assignment. So right answer is option B, 8-queen quiz. So 48 question. Which of the following is not an application of logic operators? Option A, delete a group of bits. Option B, shift bit values in a register. Option C, insert new bit value into a register. Option D, change bit values. So right answer is option A, delete a group of bit value. So 49th question. If the cyclometric complexity of each of the module A dash and B dash shows below is 11. What is the cyclometric complexity of the sequential integration shown on the right hand side of your the diagram or picture. So option A 21, option B 22, sorry, option B 20, option C 11, option D 31. Right answer is 21, because here they given both A and B are same value 11. So 11 means obviously first you need to take 11 minus 1, 10 for A, 11 minus 1 for B, nothing but 10 plus 10, 20 plus 1. So that's totally answer is 21. So for this question, right answer is 21. Option A is the right answer. So move to the 50th one. Which of the following is not a key issues by an agile philosophy of software engineering? So option A emphasizes on rapid delivery of software that satisfy the customer. Option B having a separate testing phase after a build phase. Option C the importance of self-organizing team as well as a communication and collaborative between the team members and a customer. Option D recognition that change represents opportunity. So right answer is option B, having a separate testing phase after a build phase. So this is about today's session. So if you are like, kindly subscribe our channel. So thank you for watching our video. So remaining questions I'll put forward in next videos. Thank you. Thank you very much.